So this is me doing question C again because I've seen this really gorgeous solution by the person who ranked first, RAM, and double click. Oh, wrong. And I really liked how in the range checking for 1100 they used something cool, which is use instead of going to use a ton of this string not find type of stuff, which I was definitely using to overcomplicate things. I use substring, and I spent a lot of time figuring that out, but at least I know what to do with it now. And I've made the same mistake before in BAO, first ever question, by using a string, and then VS Code was telling me, computing the wrapper of this took so long, you should probably reconsider this. And anyway, we just checked every block of this, and they also used one indexing, which I don't think is necessary to keep, but position, chart E, and max. This is the gold. So you get a position, you either check from the first one or you check from the position -3, which is where it would start if a sequence was, say, 1100, and that's the very first chunk. But if you had some random stuff before it, and then 1100, you would want to check the whole range, if that makes sense. I know it probably doesn't. Anyway, so this one checks if a block has been affected, and then you make the change, and then check again if any new blocks have been made. Yeah. It was essentially my idea as well, but I had used too much substring stuff. And by recoding this, I am looking to have that in my memory, that I can use this again. This is sort of pseudo-optimization, I would call it. Don't really need this. It kind of overcomplicates it, because in terms of efficiency, it's not going to do that much. So you can assume that they don't ever input you the same one, because it's so naive, I guess. So we want to check for initial blocks. Yeah, this is my 0 indexing. So for where's my string? Cool. I am totally on the wrong place. Okay, can get rid of that. We don't need this, really. I mean, I coded it up so that it worked, but we don't really want that. Okay. Oh. I also quite liked how they used this line. Int n is equal to cast as int as dot size, but honestly, why can't you just do bit string dot length? Just why not? We really don't need this. Yep, we got rid of temp string as I specified. Oh. Then we have going up to the last 3, because our starting candidate, we was checking a block of 4, so we want to check. We don't want, yeah. So we don't want someone. So after we've checked this one, so here is this, my cursor is pointing at index n. This space here is index n. And we want to go back to here. So n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 is the one we don't want. It's the one we don't want. Okay, so that's what it is. Now let's do if. Honestly, I think I could totally use you know what? Substring from I, go on 4 characters, is equal to 1100. I'm gonna do blocks plus plus. So simple. I don't know why I did the other thing. I was thinking maybe this new thing is gonna save me. Maybe. Let's just use Q because I feel like it's good practice. You're gonna be the one that saves me. Oh, that is Q. And after all. Anyway, let's get X back. You see, the printing of X was just for me to debug, but it didn't really work. So we did that. Now we need to find if. Okay. Find if block is destroyed by this change. Not made yet. Now we do basically the same thing as here, but let me just type this out. So we want the start to be max of rider can do I minus 3, because if we had something that went 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, then we have I as, say, here. We want to start here. If we were the last character, we'd want to go forward by 3, 1, 2, 3, to start at here, to detect a string here. But you can't minus 3 if you're 0. And for here as well, we want to say, we want to check for if I was here, we want to check anything that's, say we were the first character, and we want to check if it's right behind us. So this little bracket could go, say we were the first one, then we would go 4 to the back, and if we were the second one, we want to go 1 forward. Actually, I don't understand this bit. Okay, say the pause was the last one, then you can't go even further back. So we want minimum of pause or because of pause is n minus 1, then we don't want to increase it further, right? So n minus 3 is the maximum that we want to check. Sorry. That is I. We don't want to use I here. Let's say j. Okay, then. Okay. Here j represents the starting one of a 1100 sequence. Okay. Then if bit string, not substring. It's really not that expensive an operation. I kept thinking that you can't go around checking that everyone is 1100 all the time. Well, I guess at the end my code was doing that. Okay, so we went from the most possible left character to most possible right character as the first one character of the sequence. And then, oh no, something was destroyed. And then we go and replace the bit string of I with V. Then we do the same operation. I'm going to type it out so that I remember. I should type first. That makes a lot more sense, honestly. Why is it max? Because I do I minus 3, but sometimes that goes negative. So this is a way to kind of floor it. So like that's 0. X means if x is smaller than 0, output equals 0. Else x. That reminds me of there we go. That is what it is. Now, this one is the same, but if my designated first index, oh wait, they have the equals thing, and we do actually want it to equal I. It's not something unreachable. N minus 3, n minus 2, n minus 1. Oh wait, according to our 1 and the R0 index thing, we don't actually need it. Yep, smarty. Perfect. Do the same. Thing with these sort of array questions, I really get easily mixed up. And I keep getting these one-off errors, but I guess it'll come with practice. But I always say it'll come with practice. It does or something like that. Okay. And it is smart that you say blocks and that. Now, let's copy that. Actually, I don't know. Oh no, it failed because I kept my debug prints. No. What's the problem? What's the final thing? I don't believe in nothing anymore. Tell me I don't relate to the kids no more. I feel like I'm letting them down. Okay, maybe it's more of this indexing stuff. Let me think before I copy. Look, we do actually want j to be equal to I, or, like, I am the first one of the family, and n minus 3 is also acceptable. How come? N minus 3, n minus 2, n minus 1, and nothing. Therefore, we also want this with n minus 4 instead of n minus 3. That should fix it. So, of course, I re-implore you on the kind of nation that we have. Did I change it in everywhere? Yeah. Oh, copy and paste bug. What a bug. We hate that bug. Oh, more bugs. Everything is the same. No more. Oh yeah, why am I using I? That's so stupid. I have this funky old habit of mine is that when I take in an input like an array of integers, I go cin arrow array square brackets n instead of I, and that would be my demise for such a long time. Okay. It's so easy. Oh, by the way, I could just submit when there's this competitive programming helper thing that helps me submit my code, but then I only got to submit a 1 before it went, no, need to verify a human. Oh wait, that's an old file. With these kind of easy problems, I think it's best to look at some top solution. This looks good. The formatting looks better, and it feels like you can discover things by yourself. It should pass. If it doesn't, I don't know what I'm doing. Why is it in cube? Is it because it just got system tested? Also, I love that it is the British flag instead of the American flag. Oh yes, I got a little bit of ranking increase. Plus 18. Perfect. I feel like changing my Codeforces handle. Still grey. Anyway, thanks.